We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Newton. He'll find Lindsey here. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. A shotgun snap for Newton. He lets it fly for Lockett, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right up. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's first and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll look to throw here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
But it brings up 4th down.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 25 yards that time.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Batchley lining up
From 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Newton on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
1st and 10.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 2nd and 15. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Nicole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And his throw here is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down.
Here's Lindsey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Lindsey on the
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
16 yards.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the red zone now, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. From the gun, Newton escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
We got double up. Gun.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
It's just me
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 13. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Giants.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 27th, Newton. He'll find Lindsey here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
53, check 53.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Right to the 3. Here we go. Let's go. 8. 53, Mike, 53.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
3rd and long.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Good. I'm coming. Slam. 34's the mic. Great.
They snap it to Newton. And it is incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it. You actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Newton to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be out.
He's got a man. Complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman, 78 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchdown. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sweat brought him down.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Stays on his feet, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Ready? Right to the 3. Gun.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
50%, 180, 53. Let's go, D. 53 the mic. 53. Gun. Let's go.
On 1st down, Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Well, partner, the offense gets to take the knee, but the defense should take a bow on that sidelines. What a game, shutting them out.
I like the way you put it there. You wordsmith that one perfectly. Take a knee offense, you get to celebrate, you got the win. But defensively, wow, they'll be sailing as they go forward.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.